Alright, so how do you prepare yourself for ranked? Play Conquest a lot. If you got to level 30 by playing Arena, I don't think you should be playing Conquest ranked, to be honest. I think you should have at least, I want to say 200 games of ranked. No, I mean 200 games of Conquest. Because you need to get a basic understanding of how it works. I mean, even if you have the best Poseidon and you hit every Kraken, it's not gonna matter if you can't rotate and if you can't secure mid camps and you don't know, what timings you should have and what wards you should place and where. So just play a lot of Conquest, alright? And then you need to learn all the roles and get at least 3 gods in every role. Now, this is all my recommendation, but this is how I think you should do it if you want to get into ranked. By learning all the roles, it basically means that if you are 5th pick, you're the last one, you might get forced into your worst role. That happens a lot, especially since right now not a lot of players want to play support. So if your support is bad, I mean my support is my worst role, but every time I'm bottom pick I'm pretty much doomed to get support. And that's just the way it is. So I need to know how to play support properly, or I'm gonna lose my team games, and I'm gonna lose myself games. I can't say, oh, I don't want to play that, because it's my worst role. Yeah, well, tough luck. You're bottom elo, you're picking support, deal with it. And 3 gods in every role, it's because maybe the enemy team bans a god. Let's say I play support, but I only play Ymir, and they ban Ymir. What do I do? I'm screwed. So, get at least 3 gods. You could still get banned out, but it's a lot less likely to happen. And then you need to learn how to use VGS. The most important one is VFF, or if you're left lane, VF1, if you're mid lane, VF2, and if you're right lane, VF3, which is enemy missing. That's super important to always call missing, or people are gonna get pissed. Curse is a program that you can download, which is which automatically groups the team together into voice communication. It's really good. In North America, I think pretty much everyone has it there. Not everyone, of course, but in Europe it's kind of rare. But if you're a Euro player, please start using it. I'd really appreciate it. It helps games. Some people say VGS is just as good, and VGS is sufficient, but voice comms is so much better because you can call cooldowns and stuff like that. So Curse is great, and even if you don't have a microphone, just sitting there and listening to your team could really help you win games. Now, find builds that are good. This is something that a lot of people struggle to realize, that there's a difference between a build that you won with and a build that is good. I can go into a casual 3v3 and I can build Honor with only power and movement speed, and that I might do well. You never know. I could win a game. Maybe I'm just that good, I don't know. But that doesn't mean it's a good build. Your arena build is most likely not a good conquest build. So make sure you find builds that are good for conquest and not just builds that you like, that you've won games with. Master as many topics as possible. You might need to draft them. I was talking about this earlier, but it's, yeah. If Aokwang and Nemesis and Serket and Kepri and Athena are topics, you need to master them. If they're getting picked every game, you need to master all of them. 50% of the matches will be losses. Prepare. So the reason I added this is because some people join ranked and they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna get to masters and I'm gonna become a professional player and everyone's gonna love me. That's not the case. I mean, if you watch Barracuda stream, that seems to be the case. That guy's just winning. But for most of us, mere mortals, we're losing 50% of the games. That's just the way it is. I mean, 10 players join a game, 5 of them lose, 5 wins, 50%. So you have to be prepared to lose. It sucks to lose, no one likes it, but if you're not prepared, then don't play ranked. And play even more conquests, and play more conquest. This is the only way to properly prepare for ranked. Play a lot of conquest, play all the roles, play different gods, find builds, learn to call missing, and then you can start ranked, possibly. So when should you start ranked, like, exactly? This is more of the mindset that you should have going into ranked. I don't know why this is here. Ugh. Alright, so if you feel like casual conquest is stopping you from developing as a player, now this means that maybe you feel like all the conquest games you're getting into are really slow and people are really bad and you go like 20-0 every game, and you want to get better, you want to be challenged, because that's what conquest ranked is about. Finding players that are your level and possibly above you so you can have a challenge. If you feel like casual conquest is just not doing that for you, then you should probably start playing ranked. If you know the meta well enough to understand what to do in common situations. Now, this is something that a lot of people miss out on. I've been playing with people who just feel like, yeah, but I know how to play mid. I mean, I know how to stop an Agni, and I can play Poseidon, and stuff like that, but if you're ever surprised by something that the enemy team does, then don't have enough knowledge. Like if you're surprised that they're gonna gank you at like 1.5 minutes, then yeah, you don't have enough understanding of the meta. You know, if you're ever surprised by the enemy in common situations, like oh shit, I didn't know Bakasura would do that much damage on level 2. It's like, well yeah, but maybe you should have played more against Bakasura or played Bakasura yourself. So basically, be a good enough player. If you're willing to lose to better players, and you will a lot. Now, this is basically, you can't go into ranked expecting you to win games. You just can't. You're gonna get beaten, and it's not because of lag, it's not because of luck, it's not the picks, it's not you missing something, it's not luck. They are better than you. They just straight up are better players. They're better at rotating, they're better at aiming, they're better at building, they're better at positioning. They straight up beat you in Smite. You need to keep that in your mind, that a lot of people are better than you. And you need to be prepared to admit that to yourself, that I am not the best player. When you feel safe in all roles, I talked about this earlier, you're gonna get forced into your worst role, get used to it. And ultimately, you're the only one who can tell when you're ready for ranked. So, yeah. So, tips for improving ranked experience. One of my premier tips is duo queuing. That's super fun. Find a friend or find someone you like playing with, join a party, and then queue up together. It's super fun. I do it all the time with my team members in my current team, in Motion. And I used to do it with my previous team. I've made friends through ranked as well. It's really fun to it's like hanging out with your buddy basically, you know? Make ranked your main game mode. And what I mean by this is there's a lot of players who go into ranked, but before they do, I just got a message, ignore that. Before they do, they start playing casual conquest, like 4 games to warm up. Because ranked can be scary, it is. Like, ranked's really scary in the beginning. And if you want to get good at ranked, you have to be comfortable in ranked. And you can do that by just playing ranked. Play ranked a lot. Make it your main game mode. For me, I play League Conquests a lot more than I play Casual Conquest. A lot more. It feels weird to not have a ban phase, you know? That's one way of improving. Be friendly, because having a good team atmosphere, even if it's just for 30 minutes and with players you'll never meet again, it's worth it, trust me. It just is. Communicate means... hold on, I'm just gonna... Alright, I'm back. So, right, communicate. You can't win conquest games without communication. In the lobby chat in the beginning, if you hate playing jungle and your last pick and everyone picks everything but jungle and you're like, damn, don't sit there and be mad. Tell them, like, okay guys, I suck at jungling. My jungling is my worst role. I would do a lot better if I was solo. Tell them. I can't guarantee that they will give you solo, but a lot of players feel like, all right, yeah, sure, I can give you solo. I can jungle. It's not a problem. Like, for instance, for me, if I meet a player who says, I really want to play ADC, and my mid is awful compared to my ADC, it's like, alright, take ADC, I'll mid, no problem. I want to win games, I want to have fun. So just tell them, talk to them. accept the fact that you're bad at Smite. I was talking about this earlier, and just say it with me. I suck at Smite. Because we all do. We all do. No one is really good at Smite. I mean, there's a few exceptions. If you are playing in Cloud9, if you're playing in Paradigm, if you're playing in Epsilon, then yeah, alright, you're not bad at Smite. But everyone is compared to others. There's always gonna be tons of people better than you. Accept it, or ranked's gonna be a tough time where you're not only struggling with opponents, but you're struggling with yourself to try to make up excuses for why am I losing to this guy. For some of you, this might be, well, yeah, of course, I'm bad at, not necessarily bad, but you get the idea. Some people go in with their head too high, and they're not willing to accept that other people are better. So take advice and don't be afraid to ask. This is to do with accepting the fact that you're bad. If you're playing a god that you haven't played in a while, or if you're dying a lot from ganks, or if this particular god is just messing you up, don't be like, oh, fuck this team, you guys suck. I hope you lose lots of games after this, you can like ask him, like, guys, I'm getting focused by, let's say I'm getting focused by Loki. What can I do? And someone can be like, alright, sure, I can pay more attention to you, but you need to mind your positioning. For instance, here you were too far, blah, blah, blah. Get an Aegis, stuff like that. Don't be afraid to ask for advice, because a lot of people know a lot of stuff. And you don't know nothing compared to how much there is to know. And neither do I. If someone is struggling, help them. So the other side of don't be afraid to ask. If someone asks you for advice, help them. I was in a game yesterday where me and my friend who's in Masters, we queued up and we got into a game with a silver. Now, I could be pissed about, oh, matchmaking sucks, why is there a silver in my game? What? Hyris, please, can you nerf the bad gods, But ultimately, it doesn't help for me to like, oh, we have a silver, this sucks. Oh, it doesn't help. And the silver definitely doesn't want to be there. I can tell you that. There's nothing more, moral breaking than being queued into a game where everyone blames you right from the beginning because they know you're lower ranked. And you also know that these guys are better players. I'm gonna get destroyed. And they're already blaming me, and the game hasn't even started. Don't do that. Help them as much as you can. You might lose. You might lose. It doesn't matter. Help your teammates as much as possible. Talking big or talking shit never helps. So, I'm sorry, but no one cares if you're in Diamond 2 in League of Legends. We don't. No one cares that, oh, I played with this guy yesterday and I beat his ass and he's a professional, so I'm basically a professional now. Or if you say, oh, I've been on this team before and we're OP and you guys suck, just listen to me, give me my role that I want. It doesn't help, ever. No one cares. Frankly, no one cares what you've done. No one cares who you are. They just want to play. And talking shit to someone because they died. Like, if I die, and this happens a lot, I die, and the team starts spamming, okay, thanks, you rock, or whatever, and then it's like, how could you die? And it's like, well, yeah, I died, I noticed, yeah, I saw it, I noticed, maybe you didn't know, but I was there. It doesn't help. I get mad at my team, I get mad at myself. Well, firstly I get mad at myself because I died. Then I get mad at my team because they think it's a good idea to, oh, you died, yeah, you know that, right? Yeah, you died. In case you missed it. It's like, yeah, I know. Leave me alone. It doesn't help, ever. Don't do that. That makes you a bad person. Don't. When you run into trolls, ignore them. Talking back is feeding them. So, you're gonna run into people who are AFK, or even if they're bottom pick, they take their mid, and they go mid, and you have a duo mid, and no one knows what's going on, and you're pissed. Or someone is telling you that your mom has, I don't know, maybe she's very fat, or maybe she's stupid, or blah blah blah. It doesn't help talking back. If someone calls you homosexual, well, aren't they kind of stupid? I mean, can you really reason with the people who think that homosexuality is an insult? You can't. So just leave them alone, ignore them, report them after the game, mute them if you have to. But just don't try to fight a troll. It doesn't work. And it just takes up, if I sit here fighting with a troll on my team, then there are 3 members in my team who has to listen to that fight, and I can guarantee that none of them wants that. They just want to play, and they would rather have 4 players playing than 3 players playing, you know? If you're having a bad time, let's say you're losing 5 games in a row, I mean, if you're losing, you can keep playing, that's not a problem. But if you are upset, if you are mad, if you're burning with anger, don't play. Don't get into the next game right away if you lost the game and there was 2 AFKs and someone calling your entire family a disgrace and you got ganked 400,000 times and the game was lagging and the enemy players were playing bullshit gods. They should get nerfed. My gods should get buffed. Don't start the next game. It's not gonna work. Just take a break, 10 minutes maybe, go do something else. Go pet your cat, go, I don't know, make some popcorn, take some fresh air, look at a YouTube video, cute kittens rolling around. Just don't play if you're in a bad mood. And most importantly, have fun. Because if you're not having fun, then why are you playing Smite? So that's pretty much all I had for today. I just wanted to go over this so people, like, to help people, you know, get into ranked and what I think of it. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share it with people who you think might need it. Subscribing is always welcome. If you think this I did this whole presentation format instead of my regular because frankly this takes like 1/100th of the time and I don't have the patience right now to sit through making this whole video as a proper video because that'll take me too long. So if you think this format is good, please tell me. If you think it's bad, please tell me in the comments down below. The same place where you can ask me all the questions you have. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and have a stupendous day.